content of the following program is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, treatment, or cure. Always consult your physician or a health professional with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition.
So silly. Hey, do you want to go higher, baby? Welcome to One Life Radio. This is Bernadette. I've got Anthony Cernilia on the controls. I have Sean Wells, Stephanie Toops, and Tracy McCoy in studio with me. Actually have a lot of people in studio with me, but those are the ones that are mic'd up. Oh, including Lexi's mic'd up over there. We might have to tell one of her crazy stories, so we always like to keep her mic'd up.
Always. Never know what's going to come out.
Well, you know, how's everybody doing?
Good.
We had so much fun before we even went live. My gosh.
I know. Now we don't have anything left to say.
I know.
We said it all.
We were talking about commando, and we were talking going commando, underwear, the phallic mics, all kinds of like just stupid stuff, right? Stupid fun stuff.
Yes.
How did we get started down that hole?
Where do we go from here?
Wow.
Let's restart the show. Can you cue up the theme music again?
Oh my gosh. I think we got a case of the Silly Willies. And I think one of the reasons I'm so silly is because I'm so happy. And I'm so happy because I have a house full of beautiful pets. And what a great segue to Maura Davies. She is the Vice President of Communications at the SPCA. That is the Society for the Prevention of...
Golly.
Do you need someone else to say?
Fumble.
I've been drinking. You know what I think it is, actually? Maura, you can just listen in here for a second, and I'll re-announce you. I think because I finally got to dance last night. I danced for like 2 hours. I danced in the dark last night for a very long time, and I mean total darkness, and it was like deep meditation for me. And so I'm like giddy this morning. I really am. And that's my excuse.
Was it Bruce Springsteen? Is that Bruce Springsteen's song?
Billy Idol?
Oh, was it Billy Idol?
No, I was dancing to. I was dancing to Stevie Ray Vaughan, Albert King, like some real bluesy, like old school music.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever listen to music like that, Sean?
I do.
He's like, his eyes are half closed. He's imagining that now.
And I have to say, when I dance, like Brad and Chef get under my feet. So I have to put them in the cage while I dance. Otherwise, I will kill myself tripping over them because I'm all over the place. Yeah. I'm in my kitchen, my living room.
Wow.
Lexi's over there laughing. So, Brad and Jeff. And Susan. Susan knows how to get out of the way. Susan's my latest dog. I have 7 now. So let me go to Maura Davies. Again, she is the Vice President of Communications at the SPCA. That is the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals of North Texas. Maura, welcome. And always great to have you on the show. How are you doing?
Wonderful, doing great. And yeah, if we all did more dancing, I think we'd all be happier. It's a good lesson to take from our pets because when they feel like wiggling, they wiggle. When they want to wag, they wag.
Oh, they love it when I dance.
I think it would help.
That's what I mean. And so they want to dance with me. And at one point, I did kind of grab mixed paws and was kind of swinging them with me. And because animals are so wonderful. And so that's why I'm so passionate, really, about things that I see. I'm going to say this, and you probably, I forgot I actually read this last night. I got something about Texas A&M. Universities still working on dogs, putting them in confinement cages and using them for like as a laboratory animal. And I don't know how the SPCA feels about that. I know that the Texas A&M is a great veterinarian school, but why do we need to do stuff like that?
Oh, goodness. I hadn't heard that. Well, the SPCA of Texas is in favor of the humane treatment of all animals. And so that would go for any animal.
Yeah.
Just anywhere.
Well, no, so yeah, I pulled it out of my purse while you were speaking. It says this is what Texas A&M doesn't want you to see, and they use these beautiful little Labradors for all this basically lab work. It says dogs spend their lives in barren cages with slated floors. Their muscles start to degenerate right away. They cannot stand or walk properly. Unable to swallow properly, they have long ropes of saliva hanging from their mouths. That's not very nice. It's just awful. Solid food puts them at risk of choking, and so they must lap up a thin, watery gruel. And they are so underweight that you can see their bones. And then carrier dogs who have the canine MD gene, I guess they're studying muscular dystrophy is what they're doing at Texas A&M in animals, but I believe that's what it was. But it says carrier dogs who have the canine MD gene but not the disease, are caged like the others and used to breed sick ones. They pace back and forth frantically, biting the bars. And so there's an initiative to get the animals out of the labs at Texas A&M University. So that, I know, I'm sorry, that was a mouthful, wasn't it?
Oh, no, just, the humane treatment of animals is so very important. No matter where you are, what's happening, what's going on, you bring up a good point of always being mindful of looking at products that you're using, groups that you're working with, to make sure that the animals are being humanely treated. And that goes for, as you mentioned, both medically and behaviorally.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, all animals are important, and we've got this. We've got hurricane weather that's going to, and Hurricane Florence, isn't that the name? Okay, after H. Yeah. Oh, wait. H.
After E.
After Don't they go by? They go alphabetically, right?
So yeah.
So what was the one before?
E. A,
I don't know.
B, C. No,
Erica?
Oh, was it? I don't know.
I don't know. But Florence,
I think they go back and forth between more masculine names and more feminine names.
Oh, that's fair.
I think that the one before, whatever the E name was, I think it might have been a tropical depression that kind of spun off just in the Atlantic somewhere and didn't do anything, but I could be wrong.
No, well, it's so important, too, because so many animals do get harmed during hurricane season. Hurricane Harvey, for example, 1 year later, let's talk about that. You know what?
Yes.
Are there still relief efforts going on from the victims of Hurricane Harvey?
You know, there are, and believe it or not, it mainly, those focus a lot on horses. There are still horses and equine and cattle displaced. But I don't have a ton of information about that. It's just, you know, you hear things when you're working in animal welfare. But I do know that the SPCA of Texas, especially, not just in preparation for last year's hurricane season, we're ready. We stay ready for events such as hurricanes. Tornadoes, fires, anywhere in the area. We've helped in Austin when they had those horrific fires years ago.
Yeah.
We've helped out bring pets in through our network of partners all over the country. We've assisted before when animals were in need along the entire Gulf Coast, Florida, up the eastern seaboard. We've helped out in indirect ways with the pets that were affected by fires in California.
Mm-hmm.
So any way we can help, we want to reach out and help if we have the ability to do so. So
so many pets out there. I was just going to ask you. So how many pets were rescued last year and transported by the SPCA after Hurricane Harvey?
Yes, well, just by the SPCA of Texas, we helped more than 600 Southern Texas pets that were affected by Harvey last year. And so more than 200 of those were adoptable shelter pets. So those that were adoptable before that storm hit from groups to whether that was before, during, or after, we were helping transport. We also assisted in transporting 200 more to other shelters, including on the East Coast, to other shelters. Again, these were adoptable shelter pets, not lost pets.
Mm-hmm.
Then we offered long-term housing and care for more than 200 pets of evacuees in the aftermath of the hurricane. So those are pets of people who had fled the coast, and we provided that care for them. So again, the one great thing that happened, and this is a huge lesson learned way back at Hurricane Katrina, is it is so important to keep pets who have been lost by their families. Their families are sometimes ripped apart. I could tell you some horrific stories about families being ripped apart during Hurricane Katrina. But any animal that lost its way from its family, those animals, the animal groups closest to wherever that should hit, keep the animals as close to as possible so that they can post that information for families that are looking for their pets.
Well, it's so important to get the pets back to their owners for a lot of different reasons. Children are affected by it, losing their pets. It can be traumatic for the family, but most importantly, the animals get off the street. I was told by the head of another animal organization that Houston, just the city of Houston, not the outlying areas, has an estimated 1 million animals that just dogs, not cats, 1 million dogs that are homeless on the streets of Houston.
And there can be absolutely big numbers, and that can fluctuate after a disaster, a natural disaster. That number, of course, can expand. That number, it's important for each community to take a look at the number of animals out there that are roaming the streets in need. That's where local animal care and control comes in partnership with local animal welfare organizations, rescue groups, individuals, everyone working together to help those animals, providing low-cost or free spay and neuter resources. The SPCA of Texas, working with partners, our partner Spay Neuter Network as well, we're involved in the Let's Fix This for Us Free Fix Southern Dallas initiative, reaching out, providing free services to pets of people in 23 Southern Dallas zip codes. And all of those services are so important because that helps cut down the number of animals that are born roaming the streets. Whether that is a community pet where, if somebody has a dog and that's roaming, that may be a city of code violation additionally, but we're here to be a partner with the community to help build that healthy community from the bottom up.
We're all working on this together. A lot of people are working very hard. It is a problem, but it's being addressed, and it is getting better as long as we all work together to spay and neuter. But, as far as hurricane and preparing, if you've got animals, how do you prepare? We only have about a minute. So some quick tips on how do you prepare for a disaster to minimize the risk of losing your pet?
Yes, absolutely. Well, make sure you have your go kit for your whole family, including your pets. That's crates, supplies, food, pictures of them, their medical records, etc., anything you need. And especially if there's something big coming and it, get out. Yeah. Have places that you can go. So
absolutely.
Get to safety and include your pets because they're family too.
Yeah, and Stephanie Toops is sitting right beside me. She is a master prepper. She could do classes on it. And so any tips from you, Stephanie, as well?
No, I thought that was a really great point. I think a lot of people could, they do go bags for themselves, but a go bag for your dog is a fantastic idea. And
what about your cat?
Yeah, well, and your cat.
And your cat.
And your kitty. And your bunnies. And, all the pets.
I would have trouble. If I have to evacuate, I'm in big trouble.
Yeah, you better just
I'm going to have to call
preloaded.
The military to help me.
You're going to...
I've got so many animals, but I love them all. Maura, always a pleasure. Thank you so much for jumping on the air with us today.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. Stay tuned. We've got Tracy McCoy coming up. She is the Hillbilly Nutrition, owner of Hillbilly Nutrition. Stephanie Toops and Sean Wells. We'll be right back. Consider this an invitation to relax and feel the stress melt away with a Sunlighten sauna. Sunlighten is the #1 choice for home and commercial infrared saunas. Their 3-in-1 infrared technology allows you to customize each session to you. Naturally de-stress, detoxify, and be heart healthy. Relieve pain, purify your skin, and increase energy. A Sunlighten sauna is a place to heal, a place to reflect, a place to invest in you. Visit them at sunlighten.com.
Hi, I'm Ashley Grace, co-founder of Hemp Company. Hemp CBD improved my life so much that I started a company to help others naturally feel better. You don't have to have had a severe brain injury like me to benefit from Hemp Company products. If you're struggling to feel better, calm your brain, or better deal with daily stress and want to do so naturally, please try Hemp Company products. Search Hemp Company and use code OLR for 20% off and free shipping. That's Hemp Company and code OLR to feel better naturally and calm your brain.
Hi, everyone. This is Bernadette. Do you know why I love Paleo Magazine? Paleo Magazine was founded with the purpose of providing readers with the information they need to live strong, vibrant, healthy lives. They are dedicated to partnering with leaders in the paleo community to spread the knowledge of ancestral health principles without the influence of big pharma or big agriculture. Paleo Magazine. Follow them on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Instagram, or visit them at paleomagonline.com. That's paleomagonline.com.
Give your body some soul with Sun Warrior's new Soul Good protein bars. Sun Warrior is committed to making the best plant-based proteins and superfood supplements from the finest organic ingredients across the globe. Soul Good bars have an amazing profile. They have 17 to 19 grams of clean organic protein, very low sugar, and 16 to 17 grams of fiber. They're available in delicious flavors like Blueberry Blast, Coconut Cashew, Cinnamon Roll, and Salted Caramel. Check them out online at sunwarrior.com. That's sunwarrior.com. And give your adventure some soul.